لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about something really special, Hajj, a big journey in Islam. We'll start by explaining what Hajj is and who needs to do it. Then we'll share important tips for getting ready before you go. After that, we'll break down each step of Hajj, making it super easy to understand and follow. Make sure to watch the full video to get a step-by-step guide on performing Hajj. So if you're curious about Hajj or thinking of going, stick around. We're here to make it simple and clear for everyone. What is Hajj? Hajj is a pilgrimage to Mecca, the holiest city in Islam, and it's also the fifth pillar of the Islamic faith. It's a must-do for every Muslim, performed annually during the first 10 days of the sacred month of Dhu'l-Hijjah, the final month of the Islamic lunar calendar. Who needs to go? If you're a Muslim who's reached adulthood and is mentally, physically, and financially able to make the journey without too much trouble, then Hajj is obligatory for you. It's like a special invitation from Allah that you shouldn't turn down if you're able to go. How much money do you need? According to Islamic teachings, you should have enough money to cover the cost of your journey, your stay, and any other expenses, without putting yourself or your family in financial difficulty. It's important to plan and save up beforehand. Essential documents and luggage. As you get ready for your spiritual journey, here's a helpful checklist to ensure you have everything you need. Don't forget to pause the video or take screenshot and take a closer look at these important documents and luggage recommendations. Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca, can be done in different ways. Let's look at three main types. Hajj al-Tamattu, interrupted Hajj. First, pilgrims do Umrah, a shorter pilgrimage. Then, they go back to normal life until Hajj starts. After that, they do the Hajj rituals. This way, they break the journey into two parts, making it easier. Hajj al-Qiran, combined Hajj. Pilgrims do Umrah and Hajj together without stopping in between. It's more challenging but very rewarding, as it completes both pilgrimages in one trip. Hajj al-Ifrad, single Hajj. In this type, pilgrims only do the Hajj rituals without Umrah. It's simpler and good for those who've already done Umrah or just want to focus on Hajj. Before leaving for Mecca, pilgrims must enter Ihram, a sacred state of intention and prayer. To do this, they must follow specific steps. Perform ablutions, including mandatory rituals like ghusl and preferable ones like trimming nails. Wear Ihram attire, 2 white sheets for men and ordinary Islamic clothes for women, along with sandals. Perform 2 rakats of Salah al-Ihram while covering the head. Make the niyyah, intention, as the miqat approaches. Recite talbiyah prayer while passing through the miqat stations until starting tawaf before traveling to Mecca for Umrah. First, let's talk about Tawaf, the circumambulation around the Kaaba. This sacred act is rooted in the Qiran, where Allah instructs believers to purify His house for those who perform Tawaf. It symbolizes the unity of the Muslim Ummah, community, and the eternal worship of Allah. But how exactly is it performed? Let's find out. Enter the sacred mosque. Begin by entering the Masjid al-Haram, the mosque that houses the Kaaba. But what about those who require assistance due to mobility issues or disabilities? For pilgrims in need of support, wheelchair services are readily available. These specially designed wheelchairs ensure that everyone, regardless of physical ability, can participate in the profound ritual of Tawaf. Wheelchair assistance can be requested from designated areas or assistance desks within the mosque premises. Trained staff members are on hand to provide guidance and support throughout the Tawaf journey. Niyyah, intention. Before starting Tawaf, make a sincere intention in your heart to perform this act of worship solely for the sake of Allah. Istilam, kissing or pointing. As you approach the Kaaba, kiss the black stone if possible, or point towards it with your right hand, saying, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. In the name of Allah, Allah is the greatest. Start circumambulation. Begin walking around the Kaaba in a counterclockwise direction, keeping the Kaaba on your left side. Recitation and supplication. While walking, recite various supplications and verses from the Qiran, or engage in personal prayers, praising and glorifying Allah. Completion of circumambulation. Continue circumambulating the Kaaba until you complete 7 rounds. Each round starts and ends at the black stone corner. Maqam Ibrahim. After completing Tawaf, proceed to the Maqam Ibrahim, station of Abraham, and offer 2 rakat of prayer, if possible. Drink Zamzam water. Zamzam water miraculously sprang from the desert sands in Mecca when Hajar, the wife of Prophet Ibrahim, desperately searched for water for her son Ismail. It is believed to be a blessed and pure source of water that carries spiritual benefits for those who drink it. The well of Zamzam, located within the Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, continues to provide water to millions of pilgrims who visit the holy site for Hajj and Umrah. It is recommended to drink Zamzam water or perform other acts of worship within the Masjid al-Haram after completing Tawaf. End of Tawaf. With the completion of Tawaf, you have fulfilled one of the essential rituals of Hajj or Umrah, expressing your devotion and submission to Allah. Next, we have Sa'i, the symbolic act of walking between the hills of Safa and Marwa. This ritual commemorates the journey of Hajar, the wife of Prophet Ibrahim, who searched for water for her son Ismail. According to the Quran, when Hajar desperately sought water for her infant, she ran back and forth between the hills 7 times. Here, step-by-step guide how to perform Sa'i. Niyya, intention. Make a sincere intention to perform Sa'i for the sake of Allah. Start at Safa. Begin your Sa'i by ascending Safa hill and facing the Kaaba. Recite the supplication and glorify Allah. Walk towards Marwa. Descend from Safa and walk towards Marwa, covering the distance between the 2 hills. Repeat 7 times. Walk back and forth between Safa and Marwa 7 times, following the path marked in the designated area. End at Marwa. Complete the 7th round at Marwa, reflecting on the significance of this act and expressing gratitude to Allah. After completing Umrah, pilgrims put on Ihram again and declare their intention to perform Hajj. Day 1, 8th Dhu'l-Hijjah. On the 8th of Dhu'l-Hijjah, pilgrims re-engage in the sacred state of Ihram and express their intention to embark on the Hajj journey following the completion of Umrah rituals. They then proceed to Mina, where they engage in a series of prayers, including Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, and Fajr, shortening them as per the Hajj regulations. Day 2, 9th Dhu'l-Hijjah. The following day, on the 9th of Dhu'l-Hijjah, pilgrims make their way to the plains of Arafat before noon, where they spend the entire day in solemn supplication on Mount Arafat, a pivotal aspect of the pilgrimage known as Wukuf. During this time, they combine the Dhuhr and Asr prayers. After sunset, they journey to Muzdalifah, where they spend the night and collect pebbles for the stoning ritual to be performed the next day. Day 3, 10th Dhu'l-Hijjah. On the 10th of Dhu'l-Hijjah, pilgrims return to Mina before sunrise, where they perform the ritual of stoning the largest pillar, Jamarat al-Aqaba, symbolizing the rejection of evil. They then offer animal sacrifice, known as qurbani if required, followed by men shaving their heads or clipping their hair. Every year on the 10th of Dhu'l-Hijjah, Muslims all over the world celebrate Eid ul-Adha. On this day, Muslims slaughter a lamb, sheep, goat, or camel to honor the sacrifice of Ibrahim alayhi salam. This day also includes the performance of Tawaf al-Ifada and Sa'i, signifying the completion of certain Hajj rites. Day 4 and 5, 11th and 12th Dhu'l-Hijjah. The subsequent days, the 11th and 12th of Dhu'l-Hijjah, involve the stoning ritual of all 3 pillars in Mina after midday. Pilgrims can depart from Mina before sunset if necessary, marking the completion of the Hajj rituals. Farewell Tawaf. Before leaving Mecca, pilgrims perform the farewell Tawaf around the Kaaba, bidding farewell to the sacred city and concluding their spiritual journey. After completing all these steps, your Hajj journey is complete. After Hajj, pilgrims often visit Medina to pray at the Prophet's mosque and pay respects at the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, tomb. It is a deeply spiritual experience for Muslims to be in the presence of the Prophet's resting place and to seek blessings and spiritual solace in this sacred space. Medina holds historical significance and offers a tranquil environment for reflection and spiritual rejuvenation. It allows pilgrims to deepen their connection to Islam and its teachings. These are simple steps you can follow to make the most out of your pilgrimage experience. May your Hajj be blessed, and may you return with a heart full of gratitude and faith. Items to bring back for family and friends. Zamzam water. Bottles of Zamzam water, believed to carry blessings and spiritual significance. Dates, a traditional gift symbolizing hospitality and blessings. Prayer beads. Tasbih or misbaha for personal use during prayers. Islamic books or literature, religious texts or educational materials to share knowledge gained during Hajj. Decorative items, handcrafted Islamic art, calligraphy, or ornaments as memorable souvenirs. Until next time, remember the journey of Hajj is not just a physical one, but a spiritual one as well. Safe travels and may Allah accept your Hajj.